So, I'm sure you've already heard all the great news about the national walkout for all the students that are in school today. And I think it's kind of funny that we're blaming the whole situation on lax gun control or gun violence, when actually, in fact, it's because kids are assholes these days. And they're assholes to other kids, which make those kids even more assholey. So maybe instead of setting out for 17 minutes from class, every school should have a 17-minute discussion on new ways of how other students can interact with those who don't really interact with the rest of the group. There should be more discussion about how we can help other students become more interactive within their school community. Not show kids that the best way to resolve a situation is by being defiant and by walking out. I mean, we could have made so much more progress on having kids discussing how not to be bullies and how not to be assholes to each other, rather than walking out and standing in the snow for, like, my child, or sitting in the gymnasium, which, funny enough, a middle school in Florida actually had to arrest several students during the walkout for threatening the school. That makes me feel like this walkout taught anybody absolutely nothing. Nobody learned anything at all from this walkout other than they got a free period. And if you ask half the kids who actually did the walkout, they're not really 100% sure what the fuck they even walked out of school for. You know why they did it? Because they didn't have any classwork to do while they participated. Is this really what we want to teach our kids? That instead of coming up with a solution, instead of finding the actual problem and solving it from the inside, that we're just going to stand aside and put the blame to somebody else? It all starts at home. It all starts with teaching your kids to stop being dicks to other kids. It starts with you sitting your child down, if you have children, I have kids, and explaining to them that it's not okay to be an asshole to other children. That's where 90% of our teen suicides are coming from. That's where these school shootings are coming from. Our kids being assholes to other fucking kids. So maybe if our parenting at home could step it up a notch and teach our kids to stop being fucking assholes to each other, maybe we'd have less teen suicides, and we'd have less school shootings, which, by the way, even though the media likes to hype up school shootings, there have only been about a handful of actual school shootings compared to the dozens, if not more. I'm sure there's more, but in my city, there have been dozens of teen suicides within the last month. That's where we need to address the problem. It's not a gun issue. It's a kids being assholes to other fucking kids issue. And it's the parents who aren't raising those kids to be fucking respectful or even at all empathetic to other students. So maybe we need to start looking at home, and maybe we need to start putting the blame on ourselves and taking accountability for the fact that we're raising fucking assholes for kids. So let's take that, run with it. It's not gun violence. It's bullying. And we're the ones that can stop it, and we're the ones that can help prevent it from happening by starting it at home and teaching our kids, not by protesting in the fucking streets and taking time out of our day to be silent instead of talking about the real issue at hand. So, I know a lot of you aren't going to agree with me, and I'm completely okay with that because it's my opinion. It doesn't need to be your opinion, and you can have your own, but I'm just sharing mine.